Welcome to Thrive and Serve, where we explore how thriving as our most authentic self powerfully amplifies our impact. I'm your host, Colin Scotland, and today we're diving into the topic of there is nothing new under the sun. A timeless sentiment from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, but suggesting that fundamentally all things, all ideas and concepts have been explored in some form before. It's a recognition of the cyclical nature of human thought and an exploration of what it means to be creative. So take a deep breath with me. And let's begin. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything has already been done. How true is that? And what does that mean for us as creators, as beings expressing our highest form, our highest self? It's interesting. I love to use the analogy of song, of music. There are a limited number of notes in music. Those notes follow a very specific pattern of intervals, right, which create the harmonic spectrum of notes. So you can play all of those notes and they don't change. Those notes are fixed. There is nothing new under the sun. That part is true. Now, if that were actually the case from a creativity perspective, then there wouldn't be new songs released by anybody. Nobody would release new music because it wouldn't be new music. It would just be a rehash of old. And yes, we see that a lot. Of course we do, with covers and rehashes of old, right? But what I'm talking about here is the idea that the creative act is not one of inventing something from scratch. It is one of taking the notes that we've got and then mixing them up and then expressing those notes in a way that only you can. You have a unique voice. Your voice, just as mine, is completely individual, just as the fingerprints on your fingers. Your expression is your expression. Let's continue the analogy of music for a second. Let's take Bono, the lead singer of U2. I love U2, big fan. If Bono were to try and be like Frank Sinatra, how do you think his career might have gone? Yeah, you know, he's a great singer. He might have got some gigs in bars and pubs and this and that and the other, but would he be an icon of music had he tried to be Frank Sinatra? He wouldn't. He is who he is because he is who he is. Do you see that? It's the uniqueness of creative expression. And that comes from us, from our unique mix of experiences, of thoughts, of understandings, of interpretations. And so in our businesses, we can often look at what's out there already and be very diminished, feel very downtrodden because it's all been said, it's all been done, it's all been done before. And yet again, think about that musician, you know, that musician doesn't sit down thinking, oh, everything's been written, what's the point? I'm going to smash my guitar and burn it on the fire. That musician sits down in creative flow. And similarly, we take that same energy, that same process in our business. I am sharing universal truths here that you will have heard elsewhere. You'll have heard these truths spoken about by other human beings. But they are not me. They don't have the lens through which I see the world. Similarly, in your world, nobody has that unique view, only you. Your interpretation of these things is the essence of what it means, self being aware of self. the consciousness witnessing consciousness. It's powerful. And that is what authentic self-expression is. It is you telling me what it's like to be you. Sharing your interpretation, your perspective on the things that you've experienced. And in business, we extend that to our skills, our understanding, our knowledge. So for me, it's about AI, my experience with AI, with ChatGPT, and in the context of my marketing knowledge, understanding, experience, building a business, all of the experience I've had through that, going through the cataclysmic failure of a business, all of the things I've experienced through that. These are unique to me. They're not unique in themselves. They are just notes, right? Those notes are notes. Other people have lost businesses. Other people have studied marketing. Other people have grown businesses. Many, many, many of them. And that's wonderful. But none of those people are me. None of those people have my unique set of experiences, beliefs, understandings, perspectives. Nobody has that. Only I have that for this time that I'm in this body. And the same is true of you. Whatever it is that you do, wherever your expertise lies, it's not necessarily the expertise that brings change to other people's lives. It's not the expertise. When I'm coaching people, I say, look, marketing is easy, right? The mechanics of marketing are really easy. We build pages, websites, emails, all of those things. That part is very mechanical and very straightforward. What's not easy is you expressing you in the work. And by that, it means that we take those things that are universal, that never change, those ingredients, those skills, the area of expertise that you've got, but we lay on top of that your interpretation, your authentic expression. This is the interpretation of the universal through the unique lens that you have been given, and only you have been given that lens. There is a quote that says, your talent is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift back to God. So your uniqueness is yours. And the way that you express that uniqueness in how you show up in the world, in how you serve others, in how you thrive in service of others. Your interpretation. This is your duty to bring this back to the world, to gift this back to God. And that's the creative act. That is the true essence of creativity. It is not inventing something completely new that never existed before. It is in taking those notes that we've got and making something magical, making something that sings to your soul because it is a representation of how you see the world. So it's not about the products, the services, the things that you do in your business. It's not about that. It's about you, your viewpoint, your unique worldview, your experiences, and the unique stories and perspectives behind them that make you you and give you the wonderful knowledge and understanding that you can then share with others. So express that in the way that only you can. This is why I say these words, because only you can be you. And when we truly embody that, embrace it and own it and live in that, it's hard, right? I'm saying it and it's hard. You have this natural pushing away. Oh, I need to be more like that. I need to be more like this. I need to be more like that. And it's okay to strive and to be improve ourselves, to want to be better, to be more, and all of those things. That's okay. We are on a journey of growth, of evolution finding our true, authentic expression inside of that is what it's all about. Don't try and mimic other people, but find your voice and use it to express your ideas and values genuinely. Talk about the things that you know, the things that you are skilled in, the areas that you can help people in, and share your interpretation of that. In sharing your interpretation of that, you will serve others. You will impact people's lives in a positive way, and that is your gift back to humanity. This is the goal of all of us, of every soul on the planet, to evolve, to grow, for consciousness to elevate and express itself. That is the unfolding of the entire universe. This is the ultimate aim for each individual, to fully and truly express their unique consciousness. And in doing so, contributing to the rich tapestry of human experience. Your insights resonate deeply with others because they are true for them just as much as they are true for you. In business and in life. The most profound impact is not made by trying to be entirely new, but by being authentically you. Thank you for joining me today on Thrive and Serve. I'm Colin Scotland. If you enjoyed this podcast, please rate it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, embracing our authentic voice isn't just powerful, it's transformative. It illuminates our path and the path of those around us.